gang, gang. Yeah. So fat niggas. Yeah. Got the vibes jumping. Yeah. Gang, gang, gang. Got the vibes jumping. You already know, thumb it up when you walk up in this motherfucker. What up, Goldsack? Thumb it up. I see one person thumbed it up. What's up, Israel? What's up? 7 people in this bitch, thumb it up. Yersky. Hey, Yersky. I gotta use that, Israel. I'm gonna use that shit. Yersky. I like that. What's up with the gang, gang, gang? You heard? Everybody in this bitch jumping up. Make sure you thumb it up when you jump in this motherfucker, man. Salute. What's up, Big Ty? See everybody jumping this motherfucker. What's up, Eric? 13 motherfuckers in here, 7 people thumb it up. Thumb it up. Don't be no hoe. I just did a live about this shit. Niggas want to play with it, man. I just told them niggas. Thumb that shit up, man. Show love. Shout out fucking ATL. Yeah, ATL, we in this bitch. You already know. Got the motherfucking South African house jumping. You already know. 13 people in this motherfucker. 8 thumbed it up. Yeah, that shit go. Yeah, that shit go. Thumb it up. Thumb it up, man. We about to talk. Q&A shit. I'm about to just roll up. Get right. You know? Make sure. What's good? Got you on the picture on the. Oh, you got me? Yeah. I'll let you know what time I'll be free tomorrow for sure. You heard? Everybody jumping this motherfucker. 13 people. Got them in here. 9 thumbed up. We doing all right. Y'all niggas forgetting to wipe y'all feet when y'all come in the nigga crib, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Cloudland? Getting right. What time? It's late. I know niggas is kicking it. It's Friday night. Niggas is kicking it. About to roll up, man. Get right. Salute everybody jumping in this motherfucker, man. Gonna just chop it up. We're talking a little relationship Q&A. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got questions? We can just vibe it out. Just want to make sure I give back. Daniel said he at work. That nigga at work looking. Yeah, that's what niggas be doing. Niggas be hitting me up, man. Y'all be at work. That's what's up. Y'all be fucking with the niggas tough. Boy, niggas be like, hey, niggas be at work like, boy, you be helping me through the goddamn day at work. Niggas like, I done went through all your videos. You know what I'm saying? Slick said, how long you been smoking? I started smoking when I was like 13. And I've been smoking for a long time. I'm a heavy smoker, but over the last like 10 years, I've been mastering self, taking breaks here and there just for certain reasons. You know, my last reason was I did it just to compromise. My ex wanted me to stop, so I did it for a bit. But we back at it, boy. Fuck all that shit, boy. Ain't nothing, boy. 3 5s in it every time. You know, a lot of squirter gang niggas ain't jumping in yet. You know, you already know what squirter gang niggas is doing. Niggas said it's Friday night, they out of here. Niggas out of here. Gold sack niggas is up. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to take a break from just 4 years smoking. Hey, that's what's up, man. You know, take your time, bro. You know, master self, and if you stop if you want to stop. You know what I'm saying? What's up, J Lax? I see everybody in this motherfucker. Living Planet, what's up? Yeah, it's easy to take breaks. Yeah, I'm contemplating maybe taking a break, but maybe not. But I think I may, because we'll see. I'm gonna go back and doing like I used to do. When I used to go hard with my workouts, I would just reward myself when I got through the end of the day. I would only smoke at the end of the day when I met all my goals for the day. Just in terms of business or, you know, other things outside of that, I'll say I'm not gonna smoke until I finish a certain amount of business for the day. Yo, this song right here, this go right here. This song right here, this shit go. Playing ball ain't easy as it was. I feel you on that. Get my mind right. I see 15 people jumping in this motherfucker. Everybody doing good so far, thumbing it up, and they walking this bitch. You getting caught up. You know what I mean? I'm on day 318 of consumer retention. Why it seems like my benefits fade away. That nigga on Super Saiyan mode. That nigga on X Games mode. Salute the always mad. your benefits don't fade. What happens is that you plateau, and then you have to be the one to initiate the next level. So you're sitting back thinking that some shit supposed to just come to you. You go to it. You know, you sit back and you say, okay, what's the next level? Yeah, that nigga on X Games mode. That nigga on X Games mode. Nigga on X Games mode for sure. That song go hard. Got that stupid mix on that shit. That shit go. Yeah, gang, yeah. Man, what's y'all got going, man? How y'all week was? It's what, Friday, right? So yeah. How was y'all week, man? I'm getting myself together. Just got back in from Miami. That's why we a little late with the vibe tonight, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep on vibing out, man, getting these algorithms back up. YouTube trying to shut a nigga down. But I don't do it for the view. I don't do it for nothing else. This nigga always mad, say he ain't released it till he meet his wife. Woo! Boy, you want some other shit, boy, go ahead. Ain't nothing wrong with that, my niggas. Go ahead. Always mad gonna be 43. He like, I finally bust a nut. I remember last time I busted a nut was 20. It was the summer of 2020. It was the summer of 2020. Right when COVID hit. Here we are 15 years later. I met my wife. And I super soaked the whole goddamn honeymoon, goddamn room. Day 42. Yo, Hunter mode. They say you already 40. Okay, well, you know, I guess you got time since you already, you know, had a nice lifetime of squirrel games. The nigga like, I guess I can chill out for a minute. You know, technically speaking, I should be already motherfucking dead by how much lights goddamn I already killed myself with this shit. What's up, the gang jumping the hell? This is up late night. So, had some real good revelations this week about my personal development. That's what's up, Daniel. What happened? What type of developments you had? And if y'all got questions, let me know, because we're gonna talk about Q&A, relationship Q&A right now. So, you know, let's just talk it out. Why we going through motherfucking life? Ghosting the girl currently, but I work with her tomorrow. How should I treat her tomorrow? So, this is the thing, Slick. That's not considered ghosting a girl if you work with her, motherfucker. Hi, Samantha, I want to see you no more. Come in, goddamn Saturday morning. Hey, what's up? Hey, yeah, good weather we having. Like, nigga, I just seen you last night, nigga. That ain't ghosting, nigga. You just trying to fall back and dismiss yourself from goddamn fucking with a nigga. That's all it is. Yeah, but I'm not hitting her back up when she texting me. I'm falling back. That's cool. Let me tell you something, man. As a man, I feel like ghosting is something women do, not a man. You just need to tell her, hey, I ain't fucking with you right now. It's not ghosting. You just making the goddamn assertive nature to say, hey, I ain't feeling you like that, or I don't fuck with you like that. You know, my personal opinion, men don't ghost and shouldn't ghost. Women ghost. Wipe your feet, yeah. Tell them Little Planet, wipe your feet. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, man. If y'all got questions, man, what's going on in y'all life, man? What's up, nigga? I'm just happy to be back. Oh, chilling real quick. It's a Pisces and a Sagittarius compatible. We don't go by sun sign astrology over here. Like, you can't even go by that shit to say if they compatible. You know, if we was to even try to go that route, we would say, look at your moon. Look at both of their moons. That can even be the basis to start out to know if there's a level of compatibility, because the moon's going to let you know if you can tolerate each other. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Yeah. My girl trying to get my Nana your name tatted on her. What do you think about that? Your girl want to get your name tatted on her. If I was you, I wouldn't do that because that's her body. That's her body. You roll up with you. Yeah, I wouldn't tell her to get your name tatted on there. I'm in a great relationship with a beautiful young lady, but I put too much effort into building us instead of building me. I realized I lost sight of my goals and my own vision. It happens to the best of us, even, the thing is, that's why the purpose is so important. Even in my last relationship, I never lost sight because even what, like you said, we're building us. So the good thing about you saying you were building us is that you get a chance to now see your capabilities in terms of integrating and bettering somebody else's life while you better yours. So look at it as a step in mastery. And now you get a chance to go back to the drawing board and redirect that focus to you. You can look at what you built and what you're capable of, and then you can bring it back. So now that you get a chance to go back to square one, which is you, now you know what you're capable of and run it back up, my nigga. Like Nip said, double up, nigga. Taurus mode and Scorpio mode. The opposite moon's always bad. So opposites attract, but that means that there's going to be a level of opportunity for y'all to learn each other. You know what I'm saying? And really grow and see other perspectives of shit. I'm a Libra and broke my celibacy to a Libra. We got into a big ass argument the last day we saw each other. We got man, this shit's for real. Yeah, that's Libra, man. Learn to compromise, Libra. Hey, what's even the difference between sun and moon? The sun represents the soul or the masculine or expression of the soul. The moon represents your subconscious nature, your instinctive nature, your first mind. You see what I'm saying? So look at it like that. She can go. Yeah. This chick said she loved me while I was fucking her, and I ain't in relationship mode, and she knows that because I just got divorced. How would you handle that? She just said she loved you while I was fucking. Let her express herself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She can love you. That don't mean that it's obligatory to be in a relationship right now with us. You can love motherfuckers. And out the matrix, just dig. Off top. You already know the game. You know what I mean? Salute everybody jumping in this motherfucker, man. Salute everybody jumping in this motherfucker, thumbing it up. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Virgo moon and Virgo moon. Hey, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think I have a Leo sun in the moon and shit. I thought the rising was the most important. The rising definitely sets the tone in terms of being able to delineate and see what's going on in your house, for sure. But the thing about it is, if we didn't even have your rising sign, what we can still see is the planet placements. So the day you was born, those planets were in a certain aspect. And so that's not going to change, Where house it falls into is going to change when we get the rising sign. So yeah, but they're all important. That's why you don't want to discount the chart. Y'all big? Yeah, salute, Ariane. I appreciate it, man. Can you talk about seeing different entities? I see them. They dope. We're talking about energy, man. You see them everywhere, man. Especially when you get on psychedelics. That's when that shit become even funny. That's when like, yeah, I'm out here Mario Land, my nigga. That's when that shit get lit. Yeah, salute everybody jumping in this motherfucker, man. We just vibing. Do I need the exact time of birth? Yeah, the exact time of birth allows us to pinpoint, especially when it comes to predictions. So the timing definitely matters. We want to know when that's going to happen, or around the time you should be able to understand certain things about when that energy is going to start to play itself out. Mm-hmm. How do you definitely know if you in the friend zone? Any way to get out? There's plenty of ways. You know, the thing about the friend zone is that it's about where do you want to be? Because see, when we talk about friend zone, the thing about the friend zone, it get a negative connotation, but it depends on what type of nigga you is. And if you understand the name of the way nature works in terms of how we deal with women and how women deal with us, off the rip, what happens is if you are not a guy of being able to assert your nature in terms of just being direct with who you are and communicating effectively, you send out mixed signals. So a motherfucking woman can be confused too. But if she's confused, then more than likely, remember, we're talking about masculinity is action, right? And if you can express your intentions, you know, that right there can, you know, let you go a long way because you realize now, okay, I set my intentions. I show her what I feel, how I feel. Then you let her do her. If she fucks with you, or it may take time because, you know, some people confuse friend zone as definitely not getting out of it. Now, the funny thing about it that I like about the friend zone is this. And I remember Patrice O'Neal said this shit on a podcast a long time ago. He said, I don't mind not fucking, but I don't want to can't fuck. And it's a very big difference, right? It's a big difference between not being able to fuck and then just you can't fuck. Like you don't want to be able to not be able to fuck. If you know you can, then if you are comfortable with being patient, building a friendship, being a cultivation of intimacy, then, you know, if you consider that the friend zone versus just trying to smash and dash, then it's a different type of context that we talk about. You know, it's a different type of context. Friendship is fine. Friend zone is fine if you are in a position where you can fuck. You see what I'm saying? Understand there's a big difference about that. Now, when you can't fuck, my nigga, you try, my nigga, you try. You know what I'm saying? And the way to get out of it is just by reinforcing your intentions again. Just reinforce your intentions. Hey, I don't know if you remember, but I shot my shot about 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you blocked it. I don't know if you got the rebound. I don't know what happened when I shot it, but I'm going to try again. And you got to give it a second try. I mean, you know about your business, man. What do you feel about death? You embrace it like you embrace life. I long for death. Because death is life. And the same way you long for life, if you understand the esoteric nature of life or this experience that we're having, this is a transitory state. Same way a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. So the cocoon is the hollow realm where you're existing at that moment to transform. So this is like that. You know, look at it that way. That way you can have a better understanding of what is life and what is death. You know, it's all duality. So if life is being able to show you that you're in a transitory state, so that means you're going somewhere. That means you came from somewhere, you're going somewhere. There's always a here and a there. It's always a here and a there. If you think about it, even in this lifetime, there's always a here and a there. When you get to a certain level in life here, you look back and you say, damn, I was working hard to get there. Then when you get there, you're like, I'm here. Well, now that I'm here, I see where I came from. Let me see where I want to go now. You know? And it's a constant state of motion. That's what life shows you. So death is not to be feared. It's actually to be understood. The more you understand death, is you understand the relation that life has to death. Death is something that you know that is going to happen. So if you already know that there's something that's going to always happen because you see it play out in front of you in what we call seasons, right? You see the seasons change, right? There's a process for the seasons. So if there's a process for seasons, then you know it's the same way for life. Because life shows you that you're in the middle of it. You are going through the seasons too. So you ride these waves up and down. Some people could look at down as death. Some people could look at up as ascension, right? So they're both the same thing. They're polarities. So you go from one dimension. Same way like on Mario. They can go through one pipe, come back out the other side. Same way when you play Mortal Kombat and you uppercut a motherfucker, pah, nigga go into the next goddamn game screen, nigga, and they go up one level, pah, nigga break through. Same way when you pop out the motherfucking pussy, nigga, you're in a new dimension, boy. You damn, look at this motherfucker shit. You feel me? Yeah. And I also realized, bro, how much my comfort zone was shrinking. How you feel about blood magic? Blood magic is real. I deal with magic. Look, man, let me tell y'all something about me, man. Y'all gotta understand. I'm an occultist. I'm not a conscious dude. All that shit y'all talking about, I deal with all that shit, and all that shit real. I deal with the power, man. I deal with the magic. I deal with the fucking shit for real. Yeah, babe. Let's see. What's your highest streak on semen retention? Like 100-something days. Maybe like around 120. But like I said, I don't count. I could look back and be like, I knew my stuff did about 3 or 5 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, all right, I remember this was going on. You know, like that. I don't count days. It's a way of life. You really want to get to a point, like I tell you guys in the videos too. It's cool to count days, you know. But what you're ultimately trying to do is get to a way of disciplining your brain to look at it as a way of life. The days give you a gauge, right? For, okay, I'm at 30 days. Okay, I'm proud of myself. Last time I remember was around my 20s. So you can be like, okay, I'm shooting for something better. Cool. But ultimately, keep in mind that you're doing it as a way of life. You want it to be able to just have a certain level of mastery. That's all you want to do it for. What if we were stuck here? Well, look at it like school. So if you're not passing tests, you're going to be held back. That's all. Look at it like that. It's not that you can't ultimately get to the 12th grade. You just got to pass your test. Simple and plain. You know, you got to pass your test. Yeah. Do you know about Tantric Mongoose? He claims to have shown that he can make women orgasm while touching them. I don't know about Tantric, but what I do know is that, yeah, that happens. All of that it's not even about the magic behind it. It's about understanding the mechanics of intimacy and love. And it's all something that you got to just understand like this. All this shit takes place before the physical. Understand that. That right there is the breadcrumbs to lead you on your path. Now that you understand that, I want you to go and see it. I know about it. I try to put y'all in the game, but you got to see it for yourself. So go on this path now that you know that this shit starts before the physical. You know what I'm saying? I've been learning about mind magic and shit. It's like, hell yeah. You learn to be careful what I ask you. You always got to do that. That's why when I tell people I have the ability to manifest whatever I want. But because of that, the trick to it on the occult side is because you know you can manifest, doesn't mean you got to. There's this thing that what you ultimately learn about the universe, you have an option to get what you want or you get what you need. And when you can understand your difference between your wants and your needs, then you can learn to balance that out. Some people spend more time chasing all their wants, which is desires, right? Which is the whole trick to reincarnating back in the motherfucking matrix. You reincarnate based on desires. So once you don't have desires, you can understand that you're going to still be having everything you need. So it's about peace and balance and harmony. You know that you're going to be taken care of. It is just something that the ego has to learn. That's why you go through a series of experiences. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, let me see, man. Right here. Gang stalking. I've been hearing people talk about that. What is gang stalking? Y'all tell me, because I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure it out. I don't know, but I want to hear y'all tell me because I don't know. My G doing the first limit tech through Phoenix every low. Hey, I would just say make sure you're in a good space. Make sure you're in a good space mentally. Make sure you're also in a good space in your setting. That's mostly, and enjoy this, because as men, the main thing that I tell men about mushrooms, and yeah, no little boy, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell him, nigga, man, throw that shit up, man. Stop being a hoe, you feel me? The main thing about mushrooms is setting in your mentality, you know, and go into it with the open mind, because the exposure is what's going to awaken you, because you're going to be put in a position where you're learning everything new. So be a sponge. You can't control the feminine realm, you can't control the spiritual realm. So get the ego out of trying to control shit so you won't have a bad trip. You already know what to work my magic. Hey, you got any crazy, memorable astral realm stories? I just had one the last night. It's some funny shit. It's just simple. In the astral realm, man, one of my niggas, Zulu, me and this nigga infamous online for being in Facebook jail and getting in jail all the time on Facebook jail. And in the dream, I'm like, nigga, what we doing in this astral realm? He like, nigga, we in Facebook jail. I say, nigga, what the fuck, nigga, what you doing here? Like, you ever got locked up and seen some nigga, you know, you like, well, what the fuck you doing here? Boy, I was in the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I got caught up in this bullshit. That's how it was. I'm like, nigga, what you doing here? Facebook jail. I'm like, damn, man, when we get out this bitch? I got 7 more days left. But what I'm about to say, I'm gonna make that a post. I'm gonna make that a post tomorrow. That's some funny ass shit that I brought it back up. What do you think it means when someone have a dream about someone? They're somewhere in your mind, in your subconscious. They're in your mind. Everything in your mind is archetypical. It's labyrinth. It's a labyrinth. So look at it like a big ass fucking real estate. Motherfuckers over here, you like, I forgot you stayed on my property. What's up? What's up? You know? Yeah, this is my song right here. What's the point of human existence? I appreciate the camera on. What's the point of human existence? Sometimes it's get overwhelming and exhausting. Look at what human existence as look at you in this body, your avatar. So you're nothing but energy anyway. We're a collective consciousness of the creator. So the ability to create scenarios and play an elaborate game of cat and mouse with consciousness. That's how you stay alive. God never dies because God stays playing the game. God is the one throwing the rock, closing his eyes, and spending as much time as it has to till it finds where it can pick it up. Because think of it as probabilities and math. You get better and better. So we're a collective consciousness of the creator. So we're all here helping each other. We're all here doing the job. So everybody has the part to play. The thing is, when you realize your part to play in the universal creator's consciousness, we're all doing the job. So your eyes is the receptors to the cloud that uploads all the DNA and data. The DNA is what takes all the memory, right? Processes. When you dream, you upload it to the cloud. That's the consciousness. This shit is deep, but anyway, I'm high as fuck right now. So yeah, we going up. Since you have experience in these things, can you tell us what lies after death? You have to look at it like this. I try not to confuse people when I'm breaking shit down on the occult level. Look at it as no different than when you dream. You won't know that you were sleeping until you wake up, right? You won't know until there was that transitory state, that shift from one consciousness to another consciousness, right? There's this duality between consciousness and subconscious, or the unconscious, right? The unseen. Same way when you go outside and you look at your shadow, you know, if you ask the average person, you be like, when the last time you seen your shadow and you looked at your shadow? A lot of people are like, you know what, I ain't looked at my shadow in a while. So think of, that's how close the afterlife or the next dimension is. It's right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Salute to everybody that thumbed this shit up too, man. That means y'all watch my shit, man. I appreciate it, man. And for real, while we at it, salute to the homie who said it. I don't think he ain't alive. But that nigga was like, yo, I'm gonna go through and like and thumb up every one of your videos. I'm gonna go and thumb up every one. He said, I'm gonna take the time out and go make sure I thumb them up. And I want to say this to y'all fuck with a nigga, and y'all know a real nigga out here talking this real shit, put game out here because nigga fuck with y'all. If you ain't got shit to do one day, nigga, if y'all in this mode, ain't up with 35 people in here right now, but I know gonna be more fuckers watching this shit later. If you fuck with a nigga and you ain't got shit to do one day, thumb that shit up, nigga. Spend all day. Just spend. I don't know how many videos on here, nigga. Just spend 10 minutes. Like, make sure I thumb all the shit up for this nigga. Cause we about to go up. Big. Have you ready to value or delve in the area? Once again, I'm not trying to sound cocky or nothing, man. You know, because everybody on different paths. Yeah, I read all that Kabbalah and all that stuff. That's good stuff for you to get initially to the shit, but I'm an occultist for real. I'm not no conscious dude. I'm an occultist. All the shit that y'all just getting on track, I've read it, I know it. Plus more, trust me. I'm not no little PV nigga who just jumped on the scene. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah. What's up, Brian Clark, my boy? What's up? I'm subscribed to your Patreon. That's what's up. Appreciate you, man. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I relapsed on day 75. It's all good being town shit, man. Don't beat yourself up. You made it to 75 days, boy. You're supposed to pat yourself on the back. Shift the way you think. Think positive. Don't stop seeing things in terms of bad and good. And start just looking at it in terms of cause and effect. Look at it and say, damn, boy, I had a 75-day run. Shit. Let me just reflect on that 75 days and go ahead and go back and run it back up at your leisure. You know? Yeah, I read Outwit and the Devil. I read all that shit, bro. I'm just trying to tell y'all, boy, your boy on this shit, man. Hey, man, I was reading that back when I was goddamn 20, 15 years ago. Define the occultist. So an occultist is the one who studied that which is hidden. Occult only means what's hidden. But the thing about the occult that's so profound, right, is that what's hidden is right in front of you. So what the occult is about is being able to really understand how to work the mind. So you can just see everything based on the depths of perception. The way the mind works is how deep can you peer into layers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brother Panic, the homie. That's the homie, man. We all come up on the same shit, man. Everybody that y'all know in the conscious shit, those my niggas. You see what I'm saying? Salute to my nigga Red Blue Pill. Y'all probably know that. Y'all see me with my nigga Go Ledge. About to do some music. I'm gonna get Red Pill. If y'all know who Red Pill is, I'm gonna get him on him and Blue Pill. I'm gonna get them on In and Out the Matrix remix. What advice will you give to someone younger than you with the astrology chart similar to yourself? It's funny. I had a client who pretty much had almost like the chart I had. What advice I would give? I would say learn to move in harmony with your chart. Maximize your chart by moving in harmony with it. It should be so much easier. You just be floating through this bitch. Yo, bro, why do I see angel numbers like crazy? Angel numbers are a synchronization in this algorithm, in this complex software called life, this matrix. So when you start to do that, what that means is that your vibrations are locked in at a certain frequency. So what you're seeing is the correspondence of that frequency. And I see it all the time. I see 321, 123, 213, 1234. How to beat depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety comes from one, we're in a simulation that is oppressive, and it's narcissistic and sociopathic in its nature in this environment. On top of that, you're faced with the task of still living your life authentically within this matrix. So it's like a maze. So your depression comes from when you're going out of harmony with who you truly are. You're either being not who you are, you're not living up to your expectations, you're living up to somebody else's expectations, and you're not feeling the positive feedback from the universe and from yourself. So it puts you in a depressive state because you're not giving yourself that attention and love. Your soul is saying, bitch, wake the fuck up. We got shit to do here. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not doing that, you're going to be depressed because you're going to be like, what the fuck am I doing here? You're going to be like Eeyore off of goddamn Winnie the Pooh. Hey, Pooh. Hey, what's up, man? Nigga. Do you think we unlock new DNA this year? It's not even about a year that you're unlocking it. You're unlocking new DNA every day. It's a process. But you have a part to play in there where how quick you can vibrate and upgrade, pretty much like an iPhone update. You got an ability to update your shit. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's see. Look at these comments on high. Let me see. Hold on one second. All right. I say, I don't know what the fuck things out there doing. What that is. Let's see. I'll be back. Let me look at these questions real quick, y'all. Do you think we evolve as humans? Yeah. That's what you're doing. This is the part of the process in the show. How do you overcome nervousness around a person you want to fuck with? The easiest way to do that is by redirecting what your intentions are. Redirecting your focus. That means you're distracted. What's the point of you having being around this person? Get into that person. Get out of yourself and get into that person. Talk to them. Ask them what they talk about. What's up with them? Get to know them. And you get out of yourself, and you'll see it becomes a harmonious vibe. Redirect your focus. You know, instead of being like, hey, I see you across the room, and I just thought you were beautiful. It's like, hey, what's up? You know, hey, I noticed that you like this right here. What's your favorite color? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's your sign? You get out of yourself, you know? Meaning that certain shit won't phase us. You can have that. Come here, what's up? Come here. Just chopping it up. We're gonna do a question today.
What up?
What's up, y'all? Yeah. We're just going through the question and answer shit. Y'all, yeah, we just talking shit. Was you making money off this shit? Off of what? The lives? Well, what I put on my content, on my page, I monetize, yeah. Because when you get to a certain level with YouTube, you're able to monetize it, yeah. You know. You know what I'm saying? So let me look at the comments. I'm just going through it. What are the Akashic Records? The Akashic Records is a collective. The Akashic Records is a pretty much think of it as like the iCloud. Everything is stored there. Everything that has happened, whatever, is there. It's documented. What does the stellium in the fifth house indicate? Anything in the fifth house, this the stellium indicates that's where a concentration of the focus of whatever planets is going to be into that house. That's going to be the house of fifth house, right? Romance, recreational sex. It's going to be the house of creativity. A lot of that's going to have emphasis on children, childbearing, you know, and the creative endeavors and expression. You know, scroll up. You have one more question? I'll check them, man. I'm going through it, man. I'm just vibing. How can I evolve mentally day by day? The best way you evolve mentally day by day is our ancestors had a quote, and I was just telling you about this earlier. That quote is, for every day you didn't live, for every day you haven't learned something, you haven't lived. So the whole point is to be able to always gain access to new information. Because remember, I told you, you are data receptors for the consciousness of the creator. So your job is to experience everything that life has to offer for you in terms of the realm of your existence, right? So you should be wanting to learn something new every day, you know? You know what I mean? Let's see. Like 3 months ago, I was on my grind spiritual. I was eating good, sun gazing, blah, blah, blah. I haven't even been able to connect back to how I was. What would you say after you relaxed? The thing is, just remember the mindset that you were in before you relaxed. Remember the mindset and how you felt prior to relaxing. And just remind yourself to get back to a space where you feel comfortable with where you're at based on your decisions. So you have an experience that you had that you can look back on and see how it made you feel based off of a certain decision. And then you can go back and revisit that. You can say, hey, that decision I made me feel this way now. You can look back and you can gauge it. And so you definitely have an ability to go back to that. That's why I said you make it a lifestyle. So that's why I say don't count days, because once you start to make it a lifestyle, you're not looking at it based off of just that. You're looking at a mindset that you trained yourself to think like now. You know what I'm saying? You still trucking? Yeah. I don't truck like truck, but I do. All I do is drive to Miami and back. You see what I'm saying? I drive to Miami and back. That's it. Just one time. Come back. Maximizing your chart. Mm-hmm. Yo, what does red pill mean? I never heard. So based on what the collective guys agreed that what red pill means is just being able to awaken to the nature of females, because we're brought up in an environment where we're ignorant to the nature of gender, period. So red pill is deeper than just a female nature. This is why my channel is a spiritual red pill channel, because what I do is I speak on how everything is sex. So the true red pill nature is everything is sex, but we haven't been taught to see and deal with sex. We know how to fuck, but we don't know what sex is. So the red pill nature is when you wake up and say, oh, this is why the shit ain't been working out the way I thought based on what I was told, you know? And your experiences based on what you were told were not adding up to what you were, you know, dealing with. And so that red pill nature is when you wake up to it, kind of like when Neo woke up in the Matrix in that embryonic sac. He looking around, you know what I'm saying? He's like, what? That's the Matrix. Been reading that Flower of Life in the PDF you sent out. You think we're gonna ever get back to that stage where we utilize our pocket? You use it now more. Let me make it clear for y'all. The mechanical nature of consciousness is not to go back. That's why everything is cycles. It's not about going back. You're about elevating and evolving and ascending, and that's a process that is regenerative. That's why you have to look at how everything in the universe shows you that incremental cycles. It's an influx, exflux. It's a give and take. It's a ever flowing, you know, motion. So you go through those stages where you are in the photosynthesis stage, right? The darkness, like a plant. Then you get to those stages where you have the sun shining, and every time that you go through a polarity, you know, exchange, there's a certain level of gradual growth that comes with that. So that's what is the whole point of it. That's the motion that you experience. You mentioned on one stream that the black man, woman is God, but can you talk about how that makes sense when we're still all related through the universal mind and collective consciousness? Yeah. So what that means is, if we say that the black man and woman is God, that doesn't deduce or take away the fact that this is a collective consciousness. That is. But to understand what the collective consciousness is in the darkness of everything, blackness, darkness is the what gives to all colors, to all spectrums of creation, period. So we're primordial. You see what I'm saying? So what that speaks to is that, yeah, we're all collectively We're all collectively in this motherfucker, but we're all collectively black because darkness is where we come from and where we go back. So if we are the primordial, archetype of what that is, then this is what that always was. Simple and plain. Is she into Tantra? Hell yeah. She is definitely into Tantra. The thing about Tantra is that that's something that's naturally in a woman, but the male, which I'm trying to get y'all to understand, is that until you do your part, you wouldn't understand why they're naturally the way they are. This is why Tantra helps you understand women. You see what I'm saying? You understand women when you understand Tantra in the nature that every woman is naturally there. Because we're talking about Kundalini. We're talking about the sexual feminine energy that is the goddess energy that's always has been with the feminine. That's why the whole nature is to understand feminine energy. It's a deep thing. It's a deep thing, man. How do you think the pyramids? Yeah, dope ass shit, man. Play my vibes, boy. I got some shit, man. I'm about to play my shit, man. I be vibing, man. So check this out, guys. When you want to talk about Tantra, every woman is into Tantra. It's either how to go with the flow with her and dance. It's a process. It's a dance. How do you think the pyramids in Egypt were built, and do you think the Egyptians were the first people? No, of course the Egyptians weren't the first people. I would suggest you go through and just research what all our ancestors and OG scholars like John Henry Clark, like Dr. Joseph Benyamin, like Asa Hilliard, and so many more have done so much research on them. And you'll see all the answers you need. I don't need to go through that, but I can. But my whole point is when I do Q&As and everything I do on my page is to just influence you guys to be thinkers, to be researchers, to be, like I said, I'm an occultist. So I'm on the path on everything, nigga. The thing I want you to do is learn to not be so dependent on being spoon-fed, but become a researcher and a occultist yourself, just from the experience in life and knowing who you are. The more you take an active approach to realize who you are in relation to the world, you'll have a better understanding of how all this shit come together, because we're the same people that was back then building the pyramids. We jumped through time. And all this shit that, like somebody mentioned about the Akashic Records, we all have access to that. So just take the time and treat life like an adventure. So go on a journey to find this information. You are in the information age, right? We're in the age of Aquarius where it's about knowing. So you got an opportunity to know based on we're in a technological advanced society to the degree of, and when I say advanced, I don't big it up over, ancient technology, because ancient technology is another level. But for where we at, it's nothing for you to Google. Scholars that were documenting in the 70s, 60s, and 50s, up into the 80s, 90s, and taking trips over there, to understand who we are, what we are. What is ism to you? I don't know what that is, bro. I never heard that. Tell me. How do you last longer in bed while holding your seed? Everything is mental. Once you understand Tantra is why I talk so much about Tantra, because everything is mental first. And to be honest, when you actually hold your seed, you should be able to last longer anyway. But if you got to learn to pace yourself, you got to learn to understand what is the objective. Change the way that you were taught. The goal is not to bust off. That's the feeling you feel. The goal is to be able to take as much sexual energy as you can and transmute it through every aspect of life by the interactions that we have with the feminine. Remember, duality is everything. Do you fuck with Dolo? I heard of him. I just recently added him probably like a month or two ago. We run around the same circles. We know a lot of the same people. I fuck with the brother. I just from I added him. He added me. We ain't do nothing together yet, but we, it's all mutual love and respect, man. I ain't got no, I fuck with everybody doing something dope, man. I'm not one of these niggas out here just gonna be fucking with people, man. Everybody doing their own thing, got their own platforms, niggas living their life, If the time's for us to meet, and top it up and do shit, then that's what's gonna happen. It's all love. You know? Let's see. Yeah. What's up, Diamond Gang? How to beat addiction. What type of addiction? Addiction is all going to be mental, mind over matter at the end of the day. What's the name of the music you're playing? I'm playing South African house music. I took shrooms with this girl I've been seeing, and I felt like we were statues moving through time. Hell yeah. That's why you get this motherfucking, that's why you get to rent that goddamn skin suit, my nigga. That's why you get to rent that skin suit. Yeah, but my girl be wanting me to go faster. I guess I just, see, this is the other part about that. See, this is why Tantra's so dope. You now got the opportunity to eat more pussy, nigga. And control your breathing. And you got a lot of time more now to tap into that sexual energy and transmute it. It's an experience. It's a journey. You got more time to eat more pussy, nigga. That's why niggas know how to eat the fuck out of pussy, because you got to master the whole dance of it. It's not just the dick and the pussy thing when we talk about sex. It's a whole, man, this shit is deep. Yeah. Dola's probably one of the best astrologers out there. Salute to the homie. Yeah, fuck with the homie, man. I never really watched too much of his shit, but that nigga Rondo's 9 says, speed it up, boy. Do people reincarnate in different races? Hell yeah. You could have been a motherfucking white lady in the past. Like, nigga, you could have been a old black Cambodian, you know, indigenous to Sri Lanka, anything. You could have been on all type of shit, man. Everybody jumped through these suits, bro. Let me explain to y'all. Every person that has been on this planet ever will keep jumping through time, and people jump into different bodies. So, for example, my master teacher, I remember he did a calculation, but he was pretty much telling me that nobody won't be in your same body. Nobody won't be in your same body for like a couple billion years. Go through the same shit that you're going through right now, but it won't be you. Every single step that you had to go through, somebody's gonna make that decision to the T of where you're going, but it's not gonna be you. Ain't that some crazy shit? But it ain't gonna be you. Can you talk about the difference between your soul and your spirit? Your soul is an eternal energy that has and always will be. The spirit is energy that moves and animates in this dimension. It's pretty much, think of it as the battery into this dimension, but we call it spirit. It's the battery that allows everything to move through motion and animate. That's why you have animals. Animals animate. There's just different personifications of archetypical energies of the mind or the creative consciousness that's infinite. And it's just different permutations. So the spirit keeps everything in motion. Put me on some good CBD order. I like all the type of strains, man. I like Bubba Kush. Gelato is my favorite right now. I'm gonna pick up some more Gelato tomorrow. Right now I'm smoking Blue Genius. And it's not bad. I like this couple other strains, man, but Gelato, Hemp Doctor is a good grower. I fuck with Tweeter Farms. How can you make this last? How can you make this your last incarnation? Is this your last one? I got confirmation, or I feel confirmation from everything that I've been seeing that this is my last confirmation. That's why I'm pretty much just really trying to, master it, and everybody's supposed to be, but your incarnations are based on you having the realizations of self and opening the soul, expressing the soul, awakening the soul, and really learning to master detachment here based on desires. Remember, you reincarnate based on desires. Do you think eating meat leads to man becoming more animalistic? Let me explain this to you guys also, so you keep on understanding who you are, what you are, and where you are. You're in what is considered the gross dimension. It's called the physical low vibrational third dimension. It's the lowest place you can go to be in a certain hollow body of consciousness and animate the way we do. While you are here, why is it that you only see living entities, animals, things? You are what you are. You are the creator. You are infinitely expressing yourself through everything. So if you're around animals, nigga, you are an animal in a body. You're an avatar. What do you think Avatar was showing you? Avatar show you motherfucking white people going into some skin suits, going into another dimension. You do the same shit. So while you're here, the trick is to remember that you're not the avatar. Because the more you think you're the avatar, the more you're going to be trying to stay here. No, I need to stay here. Like, bro, you're not the avatar, bro. Chill. This is your rental, my nigga. It's like you pulling back up. Nigga, hey, man, your rental overdue. Man, I don't want to leave. Man, it's my rental, man. Yeah, you had all week in that bitch. Boy, you were flexing in that bitch. Boy, top down. Well, this shit drop better than my regular car. Tearing that bitch up. Fish telling out the goddamn lot, nigga. 360s in this motherfucking hole, nigga. Now you got to take that shit back. They're like, sir, step up. Man, look, I like the car. But it's not yours. Go buy it, bro. Can't do it, though. It's your rental. How do you reprogram your subconscious fast from fear, aka anxiety? Fear and anxiety are two different things, but in order to reprogram your mind, you have to start to change the way you think. You are nothing but mind. You're not your body, you are mind. Focus so much on your mind and how you think and how you react to things down here to see how you can get in touch with who you are. The more you become in a cockpit, the more you'll be able to be in control of what the subconscious doesn't have control over. But the subconscious has a big part of it. So you're supposed to be learning how to tap into the shadow side, the subconscious side. That's where you can master the controls from. Everything is almost like autopilot here, default. I hear you keeping fitness. And some cookie the other day. Yeah, I'm about to give me some of that too. Where does the evolved soul that graduated the life here on Earth go? To the next level. Bro, it's the same shit. When you graduate 8th grade, where you going? You're going to 9th grade, nigga. You're going to another institution, but a different surrounding environment, different levels that you're going to have to learn to integrate with and go through that. So it's almost going to feel like you're a 6th grader again, but you're in 8th grade. You're in 9th grade now. You're like, damn. I was at the top when I was 8th grade. I mastered land. I mastered Earth. Now you're in some new dimension. Now you got to start back from the bottom. Now you the motherfucker freshman. Now motherfuckers looking at you. What's up, Jake? Move up later. You know what I'm saying? Now you just a little nigga trying to find a way to class. You don't know what the fuck to do right in the beginning. So then it takes time. You see what I'm saying? That's why souls come here at different levels. Because the universe is a university. It's a school for guys. You know what I'm saying? They woke up when the avatar went to sleep. Exactly. Can you explain the dream world? You know what's dope? Where's that book at? I love this book I got. And is this it? I got so many books. This one. I want to get this book for y'all. Since we talking about that. I think it's a good book. 1 second. This dope book right here. Dope ass book. Our Dreaming Mind. A sweeping exploration of the role that dreams have played in politics, art, religion, and psychology from ancient civilizations to the present day. Written by Robert L. Van de Castro, PhD. I need to get this book. Dope ass book. Get this book. I don't want to go deep into it, but I want to put y'all on being researchers. I want to put y'all on to learning to take this to the next level of craft. Learn to be a reader. Don't learn to understand why the shit's put in books and they can hide it from niggas. Because niggas don't be reading. Niggas like to be entertained. But niggas don't like to motherfucking goddamn read. So when you make time for shit like this, You be like, God damn, this book right here, Our Dream of Mine. Gangsta shit. That got me wanting to just go through it and show y'all some shit. Oh, look at this. I just flipped to a page. Look what that say. Dreams and spiritual dimensions. Now watch this. I just spilled some weed on myself. And fucking nigga, it's like being in class, nigga. It's gold stack class. I'm gonna show y'all this real nigga Tommy. Now I'm gonna just read a little bit. Dreams have not only led to scientific and artistic developments, but have also served as channels for spiritual inspiration. Some form of dream imagery is embedded in the beginnings of most of the world's major religions. Most of the events surrounding the birth and the early years of Christ were announced in dreams. Now, all that shit right there, we can have a conversation about that. But let's go to this part. In 544 BC, the Buddha's mother, Queen Maya, dreamed her bed was transported by 4 kings to a high Himalayan peak, where 4 queens adorned her with jewels and brought her to a golden palace. A white elephant with 6 shiny ivory tusks appeared and painlessly pierced her side with a thrust of its tusks. She awoke to the song of a bluebird and realized that she had immaculately conceived. Her dream was interpreted as signifying that her child would become a universal monarch. 5 of the Buddha's dreams, along with dreams of his father, King Kabuddha, and his wife Gopa, appeared in the Pali scriptures and described his future vocation as a wandering monk. Now, all this type of shit is just something that you can go through and read, right? It's so much that you see here. Man, God, we can go in on this shit. So much. But anyway, I'm a high school baby. What are some basic steps to do on a daily to find yourself and raise your vibration? Like I just said, literally seek to have new experiences. Enlighten yourself. Have new experiences. Do something that you never did. Try to find something every day or react a different way. Because remember, you are nothing but a data receptor, my nigga. It's a data receptor. Can you explain what shadow work is and how you should go about remembering past traumas? I did a video on that, but I'll briefly talk about shadow work. Shadow work at the end of the day just means doing the work that can activate the soul. And the only way you're going to activate the soul is through self-realization. And that's turning that focus inward. When you focus inwardly, you're going to be able to manifest and see the world outside of you a lot differently. And so you just pretty much work on that. Why do we earth signs love body chemistry so much? I can talk all day about plants and neurotransmitters. You ask your own questions, Matt M. Earth signs. That's why everything corresponds. Earth signs. Look at that part right there, boy. Going, boy. Well, them niggas going, boy, after we lit this shit. But anyway, so, think about this, man. In terms of understanding that you're here for a reason, people ask questions and you gotta realize your question is your answer. So if you say like, what is shadow work? What does that mean? Apply that logic and think in terms of right brain now. When you're outside, you have a shadow, right? But how much do you pay attention to the shadow? You don't pay attention to the shadow at all a lot. And that's your shadow, my nigga. That shadow won't be walking if you wasn't walking right there, right? So how much do you pay attention to the closest thing to you that shows that you exist? Most people don't. You know what I mean? You said you smoke weed and you feel dehydrated. See, this is why you keep this on deck. Keep what on deck? Smoke all you want, boy. Coconut water, shit like that. I got like 3 shadows in me behind it. You're in the 3rd dimension, my nigga. You're in the 3rd dimension. Yeah, crystal gods be hitting. Yeah, that crystal gods be hitting, boy. I be on it, boy. But y'all got any relationship questions? Any relationship questions? How does smoking weed help you in life? It's more of a mechanism to induce more harmony. You can use anything. Some people use stress balls, right? That keeps them in a state of harmony to redirect that energy and focus. This is more ritualistic, just keeping me in a certain state of mind, progressively using every day to integrate my mind into this reality and reverberate it back to the shadow side. Just a constant state of just feeling good. What's the highest you ever been on psychedelics? I took like 14 grams of mushrooms and like 250 milligrams of Molly, MDMA, and smoking weed, of course. That's pretty in and out the matrix, my nigga, for me. The thing is, you can push the limits. You gotta realize something about psychedelics, man. You never die. You are already dead. So the mind is mental. So what you're doing is now you're learning to travel through the time, and you realize that you're not your body. You are always eternal in the mind. So the more you become comfortable with that, which is why our ancestors always said psychedelics prepare you for death. Because you learn to become more in tune with that side. And so it's almost like walking through one door and not the other. You know? You get used to it. You say, all right, I remember that's the door. If I put my girl on Tantra and she don't fuck with it, what would you do? Your girl don't fuck with it if you fuck with it, nigga. It's about you mastering yourself. Because either way, she gonna have no choice but to deal with the Tantra because she's fucking you. She's gonna be subject to the Tantra energy based on how you level up and master self. She's gonna see it because all it's gonna do is make you a better man, a better lover. Because Tantra is sex guy energy, my nigga. Niggas about here gotta understand it's sex guy energy. You know, it ain't about how big your dick is, how many men. It's about can you understand mastering sexual energy, which is creative energy. And it's going to trickle down in every aspect of life. I did a half ounce of shrooms, bro. What the hell? Whoa, boy, you weren't playing, boy. You need to send your boy some mushrooms. Yeah, we about to run it up. We about to run it up. Good shit, too. Got the best, trust me. Ain't none of that goddamn generic golden teachers that y'all niggas be having floating around there city niggas. But you only got shrooms and the golden teachers. Yeah, I hear you, boy. But I got albino teachers. You can just take one. Motherfucker, small like a Hershey Kiss, nigga. Fat, plump little one. Look like a mini penis envy mushroom. You be in out the matrix, boy. Been single for like 2 years on me to talk. One female, but she's in a Christian. She is a Christian and go with the Bible and all that. But I'm not on that side. But I always think she is my soulmate. That's cool. If you fuck with her, just fuck with her because you fuck with her. Don't try to change people. Either you fuck with them or you fuck with them. Your energy will change people based on their reaction to you and how they deal with you. You know? How do you detach bad energies from yourself after fucking a low vibrational chick? The first step is to you being able to realize what is the energy that you're feeling that's causing you to feel like it's low vibration. And then from there, you can go on your own path to realize what you need to do based on the fact that you're going to start to put that energy back to yourself. What is it that I'm feeling like this? Why? That's the part of you learning to retrace your own self back to yourself through your own experiences. And your life going to show you shit. Hippie flipping is just fucking my candy tripping is long. Hey, turn it up. Man, I got to get some penis in me. Yeah, only got some gold caps. Yeah. Gold caps, cool, my nigga. I eat gold caps. I'm gonna put it like this. Why eat gold caps like candy? And enjoy my day. Go about doing shit. Just enjoy my day in the matrix, nigga. Just eating them all throughout the day. Nigga might eat 7 grams in a day. You know what I'm saying? All throughout the day. Cap hill, high, turned up, just running around the city, nigga, like Mario, nigga, like you in the motherfucking Vice City, nigga. You see what I'm saying? How do you feel about dispensary bud? I mean, the dispensaries I went to got some good, you know, they got some good shit, man. The way the shit is changing. You know, you get it from there, get it from where you want to. If you comfortable with getting it from your weed man, that probably got it from the dispensary. What are you tripping on? Just if you want your shit, get your shit. If you want more control of where you get it from, how you got it, and learn to grow your own shit like I used to. It's a different level of intimacy there. Yeah. How can I work through the current quality time issue with me and my lady have without seeing me needing? How can I work through the current quality time? So the one thing I would do is like how I would do it, like I used to do, is if you notice that, then you take the initiative, right? Masculine energy. Hey baby, I noticed that we both been busy, we ain't been able to see each other that much. Can we try to make, because I want to be able to talk with you more. Can we agree to a certain part of the day that we'll drop whatever we got going on at different parts of the time of the day so we can talk? Maybe if this is only 10 minutes, we just catch up at 10 minutes at this time, and then maybe 4 or 5 hours later, we'll catch up again and really just drop everything we have going to talk at that moment. 10, 20 minutes, whatever y'all agree upon. That right there establishes more levels of intimacy, because she may look at it and be like, oh, he really care more. But if that's what you want, then you go out there and you talk about it. You ever try to Amanita mascara? No, I never tried that one, but it looks dope as fuck, boy. Can you feel some of the craziest? Yeah, I love it for sure. How to have extra sex in my person long distance through COVID. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. A lot of it's gonna be, first of all, you learn to tap in yourself. I don't know if you're psychic or not. You want to cultivate your psychic capabilities. You want to learn how to do that shit first, actively, because it's gonna be some dope shit once you really get there. Work on that first, and then everything's gonna start to, align itself when you start to direct that towards her, and y'all do that together. It'll start to come online, because women are naturally tapped in, but you got to be able to reach them. And that love, it's the wildest, weirdest thing, because you're literally stepping through dimensions. And the more that you consciously are able to see dimensions like that, the more you'll be able to understand that shit. Like riding a bike, really. That's why it's important to cultivate your semen, man. You'll see. But anyway, I ain't gonna be too long, man. I just want to chop game with y'all, man. These last questions. And if y'all got anything y'all want me to drop content about, leave it in the comment section and shit like that. Salute all the gold sack niggas. Salute to everybody that's joined the Patreon. We're about to turn up in the Patreon. For the guys in the Patreon, like I said, I'm about to start this month coordinating to where we can have everybody in the Patreon. I'm gonna start doing more lives in there with just y'all, and then monthly, I want to get all the guys in the Patreon. We all jump on the Zoom chat, and we spend like 2 hours, a month, where we just chop it up and vibe for all the people in the Patreon, where we can end up just vibing, encouraging each other, and really just going in. What do you think about poly? I'm poly. I mean, it's based on how you live your life. I can be poly and I can be monogamous. It's about mastery of self and knowing your energy. Where I'm at right now, because I got so much shit going on. I've always been poly, but I'm definitely back to being poly in terms of being able to stay focused on what I'm here to do, and still have that balance and still be able to enjoy people and them enjoy me as well, in terms of we just good people, good energy. You want harmony at the end of the day. So what works for you works for you. Israel, what you would do is you would just be you, be authentically you, and realize that what you're dealing with is an environment where they're going to be used to that. So how do you authentically be you and stand out? And just keep it like that. 3-point line. Go in, not get the rebound, shoot from a different angle, nigga, find your sweet spot. I already did a video on Michael Dose and Chris Smith. Go back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all in here, like I said earlier, salute to the guy who said it and did it. He said he was gonna go through like all my videos, thumb up all my shit. That means that when people ask me certain questions, that means y'all ain't go through my videos. That means that y'all new to my channel at some point and y'all ain't go through my videos. And if you fucking with me and you realize that a nigga out here always putting consistent game out here, just do your due diligence and fuck with a nigga. Get to know me by understanding what I'm giving to y'all. Thank spirit, it is what it is. Either you are circumcised or you're not. Some people say you shouldn't. Some people say you do. It is what it is. I'm circumcised, so it is what it is. So the first time I do shrooms by themselves, no, I wouldn't suggest it just because mushrooms, it's not like weed. It's a psychedelic. But the thing about it is, the reason why I suggest you have somebody there, right? And let it be somebody you love, trust, because what that does is that no matter what state of consciousness that you're going through when you're on psychedelics, you can still know that that's the person that you know back in this realm when you're in this realm trying to figure out. So you have something to gauge that off of. And then you got somebody you can still talk to and stimulate you while you're going through this whole journey within your mind. You know? Yeah, I read the Alchemist for sure. Or safe mushrooms, what are some tips to have a positive experience? Nevo, simple as that. You know, take the necessary steps to have a positive experience. You would know what makes you feel good, right? You would know what puts you in a state of harmony. You would know what you like. So you do just that. You honor yourself by listening to yourself. What makes me feel comfortable? You know, I like to listen to music with no words because I'm an artist and I'm a musician and a spellcaster, so I take words very seriously. And so when I'm in a certain state of mind, I like to utilize those experiences at different times. There might be times where I'm taking penis envies. Man, I remember this one time I was taking penis envies going to my hometown. And I remember I took a nice, maybe 2 grams on it on an empty stomach. And remember, penis envies are stronger than your regular mushrooms. So 1 gram is like 2 grams. And while I'm driving, I end up listening to the whole Bob Marley live at the Roxy. And I'm in my car driving. Boy, I feel like I was in front row driving because on penis envies, you induce this state called synesthesia. Synesthesia is when you can see what you hear and hear what you see. And the whole time I'm listening to Bob Marley, I feel like nigga was singing to me. I'm at the front row, nigga, high, nigga, like this. I feel like I was at the front row like this, like, yeah. And that nigga singing to me. I can see the niggas playing the bass. I can see Bunny Wailer. I can see all the shit. And I'm in that motherfucker like lit, right? And that experience, for me, put me in a certain state of mind. And that's something that I usually don't do. And I usually don't do it, but it's a state of mind when you want to go to certain, you know, you want to use the mushrooms for certain things. But that day, the penis emphasis, I definitely wanted to just be in a certain state of mind while I was driving on the highway, nigga, like I was on goddamn Mario Kart, nigga. I was in the zone. I feel like I was on Grand Theft Auto, you know, when you changing the radio stations and shit, nigga, I was in the car, nigga. I felt like that. Hey, that's what's up. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z? Hell yeah, I just watched that shit on motherfucking shrooms, but that shit lit. I wonder how much sleep do you get while on the semen retention. Man, you get so much energy, boy. But you utilize it. It's not going to waste if you utilize it. So when you do sleep, you get right back up. You're like, damn, nigga, back up. All right, let's tackle this shit again. I got you, Daniel White. Y'all hit me up, man. You know, if you ain't follow me on IG, follow me on IG, PatahRBG, PTAHRBG. If you need readings, consultations, it's $100 an hour. Hit me up at GuyKingTV@gmail.com. I'm booked up right now, but we can work it out. And for the Patreon guys, if I didn't get to you yet, and you want your 30-minute consultation, just chopping and vibing for the month, inbox me on Patreon, and we can try to set up a time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tap out. Y'all enjoy y'all motherfucking night. We're gonna be back at it sometime this weekend. Might be tomorrow. Might put some content out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your boy. You already know what it is, man.